Early cartoons were all hand-drawn by animators. A lot of drawings would be done with only slight differences between each picture. When we play a cartoon, we're actually playing 25 pictures per second, which have to be drawn. This means the animators need to draw 1,500 pictures for just a 1-minute cartoon. Then we'll play the 1,500 pictures like a flipbook. This way we'll be able to see the animated effect for a minute. During those early times, it took a lot of effort for animators to make a cartoon. This was the case until the 1980s. Starting in the 1980s, we began using computers to animate. This greatly reduces the workload of traditional animation, making it easier and faster to create cartoons.
孩子，你在烦什么？
烦，狮子可是万兽之王啊！烦个屁呀！
孩子，你要知道，在这个时候，这位伙伴迪马说：“你必须把你的背后抱到过去。”
当这个世界遗弃你的时候，你就去遗弃这个世界。跟着我一起念，嘿嘿，哈库纳马塔塔，什么？
哈库纳马塔塔。
Most animation that we see currently are produced on computers. Today we're going to use a popular kids show, Boonie Bears, to demonstrate the process of animation.
Boonie Bears is a Chinese 3D cartoon. When we speak of Chinese 2D animation, usually we think of Havoc in Heaven or Nezha Conquers the Dragon King. 3D animation differs from 2D in that it is more complicated in terms of technology and work. When we use 3D animation, it gives you a better immersive experience.
The early steps of the process are the concept creation, project confirmation, and character and story design. Each episode of the show has a main idea or theme. After the scripts are finished, the animators get to read it so that they can draw the storyboard.
Storyboarding is about conveying scenes. First, when I do the storyboard, I need to have a thorough understanding of the script. I need to pick out the ideas the script wants to convey, and then present them with pictures.
After this, the storyboard will be transformed into detailed artwork. This way, a much clearer design can be used.
Our next step is called mid-production. In this step, we're transforming the 2D world into a 3D one. Let me use Briar here as an example. The first department to do this is the modeling department. Here, you can see a cube on the screen. This is the simplest 3D model you can use. We sculpt and shape the cube like dough into the shape of Briar.
At this point, the figure still can't move. There's a crucial step if we want him to be alive.
How do we bring him to life? Just like a real person, you give the Briar model a skeleton. After the skeleton step, we will add some control points to the joints to make the figure move.
Next, the animators will put the environment, props, and characters together. They can then make the characters act in the setting according to the story.
Then, our professional animators will bring the characters to life. She'll first study the storyboard to make sure she understands how the character will act in the story. Then, she'll stand in front of the mirror and pose for all of the postures and emotions, such as smiling and crying, and see how we naturally move. After studying every posture and emotion, she will animate the characters on the computer.
After all of those steps, the scripts are now lively 3D images that can move. At this point, however, the animations haven't been colored in.
The next step is lighting. We try to mimic the lights in the real world to brighten the 3D world and see where the shadows are. Then, we can properly color every element in the picture, including the characters, props, and scenes. The animated world then becomes a lifelike one.
At this point, the animation is almost done. The only thing that's missing is the sound. But how do we produce the audio for cartoons?
After we're done with the animation, next is the post-production process. First step is dubbing. Our voice actors will dub all of the characters. However, audio does not only consist of voices, it also includes music and ambient sounds. So the M&E department will do the music and sound effects. After that's done, we combine them with the animation. Now it's complete.
哎呀，嘿嘿嘿，啊，熊大，熊二，你咋找到这儿的？
俺追着光头强来的。哎，对了，熊大，森林出大麻烦了，你快赶回去吧你。
有
请
熊
大，给我们带来精
哎，
表演。
熊二，俺得上场表演了啊！
可是森林咋办呀？
上场表演了。
熊大，哎呦呵，熊大，森林，
哎呀，熊二，要不，你先吃些水果啊，俺真的必须得上场了啊！
你就和俺回森林吧你。
熊二别闹，俺真的得上场了，俺现在真的很忙啊！哎呦，
熊大，
别过来，没事啊，俺没事。
掌声欢迎熊大！
嗨。
Our animation is finally finished. Even while using a computer, it still takes a lot of effort and cooperation to make a complete episode or movie. So don't forget the animators, writers, and designers who worked so hard to create the shows that bring us all so much joy.